Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Now, today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to properly store your sports cards. Now, I'm currently at college, so I don't have like every single one of my sports cards with me. Obviously, I did bring a few, so I'm going to show you how I'm storing them here, and then I go home for break in about 2 to 3 weeks, so then I can show you how I store like the majority of my cards, like the bases and the lower value cards. But again, I did bring a couple with me to college, so I will show you how I stored those. Now, before we jump into the video, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn the bell notifications button on so you don't miss a future video, and even drop a like on this video if you enjoyed today's content. With all that being said, let's jump into it. Alright, so again, I don't have all my cards, but I am going to show you what I did bring. Now, what I store them in here is, my mom actually got like these candles for a gift one time, and the box was like perfect size for graded cards. So I took it, and that's where I store them in. So if we open it up, you can see them all stacked here. I sometimes stand them up, but they'll fall down. So on this side, I have all the graded cards. On this side, I have 2 graded cards that we will get to, and then we have obviously the top loaders and a box in there, and I'll explain why the box is in there. So how I like storing them, obviously I like keeping them in graded bags. This one didn't come in a bag, it came in this plastic, but I didn't bother, putting one on. And then there is, I believe, another one that isn't in a graded bag. But it's not moving around too much in there, so I'm not too worried about it. But I do recommend storing them in graded bags so that you don't scratch the surfaces, because that can damage, obviously damage the case, and it can decrease the value of a card. Depends on, the card, or depends on the damage that is done to the card, but it definitely can decrease the value of the card. Now, how I like storing them is I like going by sports, players, and then same card. So as you can see in the back, I had 2 Derek Jeters, so that's baseball, and then I don't have any football or any other sport, and it goes right directly to basketball. And then I sometimes like storing obviously the older cards, so we have 2 Jordan cards. I'm not going to go through each card because I've shown them enough in videos. And then I like keeping, like I said, same player, so we have all 5 Donovan Mitchells. But they are different, variants. We got the shock, 2 red, yellow, and then just 2 base. So I like keeping those together. So like, for example, if I had maybe a Donovan Mitchell Prism, I would obviously keep that with it. We got 2 Trae Youngs, the same card, and then the KD that I talk about a lot. These 2 over here, these are actually my personal collection. That's why I keep them separate, so I don't get all mixed up with the cards that I'm just, investing in to flip for money and profit in the future. These ones I will be hanging on to. I got these for very cheap. It's just the 1999 Topps Gallery. I just like the look of these cards. I didn't really buy them because they were like, a flashy card like some of the cards that are coming out today. I kind of bought them because they were simple, and like I think they'll look cool being displayed on like a little stand or something on a shelf. And I kind of bought the Jeters all together, this with those other 2, right around the time of the Hall of Fame induction, when he was supposed to get inducted, and then it got pushed back obviously due to the virus. So we're just holding on to this one though for a personal for now. I don't know why I put that over there. Let's put it over there. Then next up, we have, again, the box with the top loaders, and I actually have them in this extra box. The lid's just cut off, so I keep them in there so they don't, because these are, there's just like a lot more of these, so they don't get all mixed up with those. Just keep them separate and safe. And what I do here, I do the same thing with those. I keep all of the basketball together, then it goes to football, baseball, and I try to keep all the players. So here's a good example. I just have a bunch of Matisse Thybulles, and then there's another Matisse Thybulle, but the Prism. So I like to keep all the players together. We got some more Mitchells, Reddish, some older basketball. Then we jump to football. We only have 2, and then we jump to baseball. There's another one of that Jeter, another Jeter rookie, and we just have baseball stored up in here as well. So that's what we do with that. And then the reason I have the box in here is just to keep them from, falling and possibly getting bent or something. That just keeps them all right up. I understand that it's going to be just sitting in my closet and they should be fine, but just for extra protection. So I will do a video of me opening this box, as well as I have the exact same box. The packs are older packs. You can get some, newer stuff in here. There's actually like a Joe Burrow helmet you can win, or not win, but like pull. So you can get that stuff in there. There goes the cards. Look at that. But I will open those in another video. That's really it, how I store my cards here. Again, I don't have a lot with me because I am at college. I didn't bring them all with me because there was really no point in that. I really just brought the cards that I thought I may sell during the bubble. I know KD and Trae weren't in the bubble. But I might have considered selling those. And then I have some Mitchells in here that I was thinking about maybe selling during the bubble. So that's kind of why I brought them. And then just those extras as well. But that's really it. Again, when I go home for break in about 2 to 3 weeks, I will make another video there they go again. I will make another video explaining all of my like majority of my cards. So like talking about how I store maybe just base cards or just cards that are like lesser value. Like I have a whole box, you know, and I break it down into maybe inserts, and I have just base, and then I have like autos, and I have jersey cards like and patches and different things like that. So I break it all down. So I will go over that when I am home, and that should be in around 2 to 3 weeks, as I mentioned. Again, I recommend getting those graded team bags. They do sell those on eBay, Amazon, probably all over the place. It's just like obviously the longer bag. And then also if you are putting a card just in a top loader, it's not graded yet. It's also a safe idea to put a team bag over the top loader too, if the card is of higher value. That way just like dust and stuff might like not get in and accidentally scratch the surface. But a lot of those I didn't have the bags on. I maybe had it on 1 or 2 because that's how it came shipped to me. But I like that idea. It gives it definitely extra protection. Now also there are card savers out there. Those are good for when you're sending in to get graded, but these right now I'm not sending in to get graded. So I do recommend just, you know, top loaders. That's just like the best bet. Easier to stand up than a card saver. And keeping them just nice and neat upright in the box is definitely a good way to go. And then there's also the bigger boxes out there. Now I said I just had this box, and this I got from my mom who got a gift out of it, so I was kind of just like lucky in that sense. But I think there are graded boxes out there. If you have like just a bunch of common sports cards, you might have them in just like a big white box with like 5 rows in it. Now those are obviously just that will fit base and ones that are in top loaders. Those aren't going to fit graded standing up anyway. You can obviously lay them down, but standing them up aren't going to fit that in that box. But there is graded boxes on eBay, maybe even Amazon. I'm pretty sure I've seen them on there, and it's just the same white box, like 2 rows. They might even have different, you know, brands out now. I don't know. I haven't checked for them. And then those can stand up, the graded cards, just like they're standing up in this box, but that's made more for sports cards, so the lanes are narrower, so they don't shift as much and possibly get ruined. All right, well, that is it for this video. I know it was very short, and I mean, there was some tips in there on how I store them properly. Again, when I go home in 2 to 3 weeks, I'll show you like the bigger setup and, you know, more ways to store them and how I store them personally. But that is in a while when I go on break. But again, if you aren't already, make sure you do consider hitting that subscribe button, turn that bell notifications button on so you don't miss a future video, and even drop a like on this video if you enjoyed today's content. And even drop a comment down below if you have any questions, you know, on where to get stuff or how to store stuff or really anything. Just drop that down below. And with all that being said, I will see you in the next video. Peace.